That's Jupiter and its moons. Join me for a different hangout this week as we shoot the stars. Now I'm using a Canon R6 with a 24mm lens, and the first thing I need to do is turn the camera on and then set it to manual mode. You can then adjust some settings such as the aperture, make sure that's wide open, the ISO, and make sure that's low enough to avoid any noise when you take long exposure photos, and then set the shutter speed to a low enough setting to get those stars nice and bright. Now, you should also set your camera to a 2-second timer to avoid any wobble when you set it going from a tripod. Now, one thing to check is if you have stars that look like little lines when you zoom in, that means your shutter speed is too long. So shorten it a little bit. You can see mine set to 8 seconds and you get nice pin sharp stars. Now, how do you go from a photo that looks like this to a beautiful image like this, where you can see things like Jupiter and the beehive cluster? Well, you need to use a bit of editing software. I use Lightroom, and you can see some of the edits I made here to get to that masterpiece. Now, if you want, you can go one step further and grab yourself a longer mirror lens. If you do, and if you're careful, and if you adjust your camera in the right direction, you can see things like Jupiter and its moons. Maybe I'll show you how to do that in a future video. See you on the next one.